What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another show of Heavy Hitters. I'm your host, Michael Grady. I think I came out of hiding over the weekend. Um, yeah, I had a nice slice of humble pie because my team lost to the Cowboys 27-20. Party Mike was in full effect. I must say, Party Mike was in full effect, but my boys came up short. But hey, we see him in another couple weeks. Party Mike may come out again, so stay tuned for those excellent festivities. But today on Heavy Hitters, man, I'm actually have a pretty interesting topic to talk about. Today we're going to be talking about shopping while being Black. Yes, and for people that are not Black or people that are not minorities, you particularly want to pay attention to this segment because you may not experience what a minority may experience when they go shopping, but if you were to see this, you should feel a certain way too, even if it doesn't even affect you. So tonight's show is specifically on the fact that most minorities, preferably Black Americans, African Americans, we actually get treated so disrespectfully in the place that where we make companies a lot of money, which is purchasing products, which is purchasing clothes, which is buying items, like certain things that we feel like are disrespectful to us, we get treated that way in a daily basis. And this has been going on for years. Like the only reason why I feel like this is an important topic, a lot of people may not think about it, but in some way, shape, or form, it affected me one particular time to where, I felt disrespected because of the fact that, certain things was done to me that wouldn't be done to the average other person. And I took offense to that. I took offense to it, to the fact that where it kind of pissed me off. It made me angry. But at the same time, this is the world we're living in. We're living in a world today to where, people are only being judged off the color of their skin. It doesn't make it right because at the end of the day, all races bleed red. We all are human beings, but at the same time, certain ones get treated differently. And like I said, you really don't think about it until you actually experience something like that for yourself. So I'm only saying this because it's something that I recently experienced for myself. And I wanted to talk about it. Plus, I want to get you guys' comments on how you feel about certain situations to where when you go out and shopping, do you feel like you're being watched? Do you feel like you're being disrespectful? Or do you feel like you just don't fit in? So that's what we're going to talk about on Heavy Hitters today, man. We're going to talk about being Black while shopping. So let's get into it, man. Like most people don't take into consideration when they go out in public. They actually feel like, you know what, I'm about to go out. I'm about to have a good time. I'm about to go out and maybe spend some money. Close is getting close to the holidays right now. People are shopping right now. And the fact that, when you go to certain stores, certain people that work in those stores, they may seem or come off to you as someone that's trying to help you. But as a minority, some people in the stores really don't feel like you deserve to be in that store. Many people feel like maybe you don't have the money or your credit card is going to get declined. So for people to feel that way, that to me is a form of disrespect. And there's also a form of discrimination. So I take that and I use this topic and I try to enlighten people on what minorities may be going through on a day-to-day basis, even in some of these high-ranking stores. Like you have situations to where discrimination was at Walmart, you had it at Walgreens, you had it at some of the stores like Macy's, you have it at, even Dillard's. I don't know if even Dillard's is even open anymore. Anybody know if Dillard's open, please tell me, because I will not be going to that damn store. But, for some things, man, like most people come up here and they just feel like, you know what? I've been in a store and I felt like, you know what? The only thing that I feel like I have people follow me or I have like people looking at me and stuff like, what are you doing here? And for you to feel that way, it's a certain thing that people feel that way to where they feel like they really being profiled because they feel like the people that work in that store, they feel like they don't belong in that store only because of the color of their skin. Let me give you guys an example. For most people, shopping for clothing accessories is something they actually do with no reason to be wary when they go into the store. For me, it's different, just like it's different for a lot of minorities. But just like the picture I put up here earlier, this lady was going, I'm pretty sure she was going to the store. Like she's pretty much been, if that was me, first of all, I'm in there to serve a purpose. I'm not in there to steal. I don't look suspicious. I don't look like I'm up to no good. But most people that see people that come into a store, especially when it's a store to where a lot of minorities don't come into, they look at them as being suspect. Why do they look at us being suspect? Because for one, they feel like they don't deserve to be in that store in the first damn place. So that makes it even more wrong to know that whenever I go in the store, my money's not good enough. But you never thought that I had money. You never thought that my credit cards were good to where I could purchase items in this expensive store. So you feel like, when you go in there, you just sit there and you just think about stuff. You're going into the store oblivious because you're trying to handle things that you're actually trying to take care of, like your family for Christmas. But in all actuality, some of the people, not all, but some of the people that works in these stores, when they see you come in, they see danger. Why is that? It's funny because, like I said, a lot of us don't come in there with the attention of being negative. Now, there's a trend going on right now. The smash and grab thing that's been going on in the U.S. right now is starting to be a trend, and most of the people that I've actually seen in those videos are of minority descent. So, thinking about when you see people, if you see people come into a store, a group of people. Okay, and a whole thing, people wearing masks, like, due to the COVID and stuff like that. You got to get over that. But you see a lot of people coming there, preferably youngins. You see them come in the store, you see them up to no good. Like, that's the perception that most stores have of people that come in of different shades of color. Now, I'm not saying that, they should still be justified for judging people just off the color of their skin. But when you see stuff like the smash and grab, that leaves employers and stuff of these stores, they look at you very weary. Now, is that a fault of my own that people want to do certain things to that nature? No, it's not a fault of my own, because at the end of the day, I'm going in there with a purpose. I'm going in there to spend my hard-earned money on a product to make you richer. Okay, so understand that saying, everybody that comes in there that's a different color, everybody that comes in there does not have bad intent at all. Everybody comes in there to serve a purpose. But like I said, you can't take the bad apples that you see on the news and compare that to a whole particular race. That's not fair. For more than 2 decades, Black Americans are faced with many discriminations. In each of these polls, and this is from the polls, this is dating back to 1997, y'all, and this is from the Gallup poll. Blacks have been mostly likely to be reported unfair treatment while shopping. So if you guys can understand, and I'll give you guys some examples and stuff of feel like you're being treated unfair when you're actually out there shopping. Like, this is now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, yo. This is the biggest pet peeve that I have to have whenever I go out to the store. When I see this picture, I know a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this picture, because this is what I see all the time. And matter of fact, it actually happened to me. You see this picture right here? This picture right here is the most disrespectful thing you could do to somebody in a department store. Yeah, that caption up there, this shit right here is extremely disrespectful. Yes, it is. Because my thing is, when I go to the store, now granted, everybody want to sit here and use the excuse with COVID, but this has been happening ever since before COVID. This has been happening before COVID. So when I give my card or my money to the person behind the counter, why can't you be respectful enough to give me my money or my card back in my hand, not put it on the table and slide it to me? Yeah, that is straight bullshit. Because if I hand it to you, you can actually give it to me and you can actually say, here you go, sir, have a good day. I mean, customer service is everything, right? But when I'm walking up out of a store, and I've done this before, though. I walked out of a store, making it seem like I was walking out of the store, but actually I go to a place where they didn't see me. I go and see someone of a different color do the same thing, but guess what they do? They hand them their money, or they hand them their card, and they say, have a good evening, sir or ma'am. I didn't get that type of treatment. Why is that? Do I look like I'm thuggish because I wear a baseball cap? Do I look like I'm thuggish because I may have wearing like shirts that may be a little bit too big for you, but they fit me perfectly? So why do you sit there and just think that, like when I come in there, like I can't afford nothing? But ultimately, when you do stuff like this, when you do stuff like that, that really rubs me the wrong way. I have another example that I want to show you guys that majority of minority people actually go through. This is another situation right here. This is another situation right here. I don't know what this kid was doing, but like one thing, when you're going into a store, This thing kills me. When you're going into the store, you're going in there shopping. Like, you don't want to be disturbed. Like, if I ask for help, I would ask it for help. But for you to just follow me around like you see that I'm a potential threat, only to daggone know that whatever you feel like you get, whatever you feel that's disrespectful for as you coming to me and just looking around like, oh, and if I see you watching me, you try to carry like you messing with something in the drawer or you messing with something one on the hangers. Like, I know what you're doing, man. I smell that a mile away, man. You can't sit there and give me that. You can't sit there and give me the opportunity to not feel that I feel like someone is watching me. I got Mark going coming up here. If they can take it, they can give it back. That's facts. That's facts, Mark. I appreciate the comment, Mark. So, you know, if a lot of people just really see what Black people go through, or if a lot of people really see what anybody that's not Caucasian, okay, if you could really see what we go through in America, man, you will feel, if you're not human if you don't feel the hate toward another person's race. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel compassion about that, you are a sad individual. You are a sad individual, because why would you not feel like that is not unjust when you see someone being disrespected to this nature, or when you see someone being followed around the store, or when you see someone just put someone else's stuff in their hand. And it's funny that that's a Black hand and then it's a white person that's actually giving him his money. I guarantee you he didn't slide his money on the table. Why the hell you got to do him like that? That's so disrespectful, y'all. But for the fact that they doing this stuff, it's just, I just don't understand why it's supposed to be accepted by any means. Nearly 30% of Black Americans say they were treated unfairly because of their race. Facts. We're shopping in the past 30 days, according to the Gallup poll. This is all coming from the Gallup poll, so you can hold me to this. Check it out for yourself. This is the most recent data available. 30% of Black Americans said they've been treated unfairly because of their race. If you don't feel like this is being treated unfairly, kiss my ass. Okay? That is, like I said, the caption speaks for itself. It's so disrespectful. The lady right here harassing this gentleman, like, if he asks for help, you know what I'm saying, that's different. But why do you got to harass this man by following him wherever he goes? That is terrible. And not to mention the lady right here, she's actually being, first of all, if this dude is doing a search and seizure, first of all, he's actually breaking the law. Let's call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's actually breaking the law. Like, first of all, you need to get a woman to search another woman. You shouldn't be doing that. You're looking at a possible lawsuit yourself. Know your shit, people. Know your shit. You should have known better than that. But at the same time, like, that's a disturbing number right there, y'all. Like, 30% is a lot, man. Especially when you feel like you're being untreated. When you're going to give a company your hard-earned money and they treat you like trash only because of the color of your skin. Like, how can you not feel that, though? How can you not feel the fact that only one particular race, and not to mention, you know, my brothers from the Hispanic side, not to mention the brothers from the Asian side, like, they all get discriminated, but it's for some odd reason, though. For some odd reason, Black men and women get targeted the most. Why the hell is that, people? Please give me some comments on that. I got Shakisha saying talking about facts. Straight up. Yeah. Only 30. I'm shocked this that low. Nah, 30% is a lot, Keisha. Like, for real. That's still disturbing, though. You know what I'm saying? And like, now you got to think, this is dated back from 1997. So it may be either higher. I guarantee you it's higher now with all the racism that's going on right now. We don't know. Like I said, if anybody can get me the updated Gallup poll on this question, please let me know in the comments. But for right now, that's still disturbing to me to know that, even like I said, even if I experience something like that, I know I experienced the stuff with the giving back my money. I definitely experienced that, and I fucking hate it. You know what I actually do? I make them actually give me my money the same way I gave them theirs. No, I make them give me my information. I make them give them my debit card. If I gave you my debit card in my hand, you don't slide it on the table. Put it in my damn hand. If I gave you money, dollar bills, I don't give a damn if it's coins, nickels, dimes, whatever. Dollar bills, if I handed it to you in your hand, hand me my change back in my hand. That's customer service. The experience is so widely shared that Black Americans and academics have a term for it called shopping while Black. This is a perfect topic for the discussion tonight, because most of the people that experience this stuff are of a minority descent. And most importantly, the people that I have, and it's not just, I'm just singling out like we actually the only people that get targeted. No, like I said, people from Hispanic descent, they actually get targeted. Asian descent, they get targeted. We see it in the world every day. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing new. It's something about how we get treated as a minority throughout all these companies. And it's sad because we make these companies rich. And I'm not taking away from white folks at all. Trust me, I'm not taking away from white folks at all. But listen, white folks, y'all don't make these companies rich like we do. You know what I'm saying? Trust and believe. A lot, and see, and a lot of people go off the whole expression. I want to get off topic on this, but Black Friday, I'm sorry. I will never shop on Black Friday, because if you're thinking about Black Friday as being something where you can get deals on it, get deals on all types of merchandise, whatever, yeah, that may be all well and good, but why call it Black Friday? I've seen people go ape shit for Black Friday when these sales come out, and most of these people are Black people. Black people go and sit out and wait out in lines for PS5s, 85-inch screen TVs. Why the hell are y'all doing that? You're making a mockery out of the whole situation, and they're already labeling you as it is, because for one, they know you're going to use your hard-earned money to go out here and spend this merchandise because they got a good sale. But at the same time, look at the title, people. It's called Black Friday because Black folks go ape shit for merchandise on a sale. Don't support that shit. I'm not going to support it because, for one, if it's labeled Black Friday, give me the reasons why is it called Black Friday. That's another thing that y'all got to think about too, man. That's the disrespectful shit. That is the disrespectful stuff that people don't even care about because their mind is so oblivious to the fact that what they can get. I'm not going to do it. If you change it to White Friday, I may go support it. Then people, you'll have white folks talking about, well, why they call it White Friday? Well, why the hell would you call it Black Friday? Call it something else. Just call it Sale Friday. Sale of the century. Okay? If they could do that, just change the damn name and say for something else. But to me, calling it Black Friday is just absolutely offensive. And that's my 2 cents on Black Friday. So, Black Friday. Urban Outfitters responded to allegations. So if you guys ever heard this place, Urban Outfitters, hopefully they're out of business, but this is straight facts. Urban Outfitters respond to allegations of racial profiling after multiple former employees said on social media the store staff would sometimes use code names such as Nick, Nikki, or Nicole. And why would they do that, man? Why would they use code names when people of African descent comes into their store? Because they already setting you up because they think you're about to do something suspect. The apparel retailer said it was also conducting a third-party review on store practices, recruit a more diverse workforce, and mandatory diverse training at its stores. They should. Because that, to me, is just downright disrespectful, man. Like, how you going to sit there and make names of people? Like, you're going to give codes to when African-American people come in because you got to be like, hey, Nikki on aisle 5. Watch Nikki, Nick. We got a hot one. We got a runner. Like, why are you going to sit there and do that, man? Would you do that for anybody else? Would you sit there and do that for anybody else? No, you wouldn't do that because profiling is real in all these stores, man. Profiling is real in all these stores. And I got a couple of photos that I want to show y'all. I'm going to show those in a bit, but I got a couple of photos that really make you think why the stuff is so disrespectful over here in most of these department stores. Everybody knows about hair products. Everybody knows about certain things that, when you go into the Walmarts or when you go into these beauty salon stores. I got one particular question, man. When you go in these stores, and even in damn grocery stores, y'all, even in grocery stores, but I'm talking about the specific stores like the Walmarts, the CVS's, the Walgreens. Why, when you go in these stores, stuff like this is on free display? Yeah, I know that's the old school White Rain, but the point I'm making is, why when you see stuff like White Rain, VO5, it's open. Like, I can walk in there, grab it, touch it, do whatever. But when it comes down to African-American products, please answer me this right here. And I've did my research on this. I've done my research on this because it was people that really caught wind of this, and they saw that it was, to me, it was downright disrespectful for the fact that you would have other things that are willy-nilly open to the public to where anybody can take, like these products right here, which are not African-American products, by the way. Just want to be perfectly clear. White Rain, I don't know any black people that wear no damn White Rain. VO5, shit, man, I probably use that right there to put in my laundry when I ain't had no laundry detergent. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This right here, Look at this right here and tell me what there's one particular thing that I want y'all to look at on this and tell me what's wrong with this right here. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it for the simple fact, and this is in Walmart. If you guys can't tell by the price tag at the bottom, it's black products, but yet it's hard for you to get those products. It's not like the shampoos over here, the Sassoons, the VO5s, the all the above, White Rain, and of course VO5. Yeah, it's none of that. But why in the world would they have it to where you see that do-rag in the middle? I don't know white folks that wear do-rags. Do you see that other stuff for the ladies, preferably of queen descent? Shout out to my queens. But why is it all in plastic casings, y'all? Like, why is it like in something that is hard to obtain? And why is it something that has to be unlocked? I see this shit all the time. I see it all the time because, for one, they want to make it hard because they think black folks are going to steal stuff like that. Look at these products right here. There's no way in hell right there. You see that lock on that stuff? Everything you see right there, all that stuff is locked up, and all that is for African Americans. Why is that shit locked up, but this is not locked up? Think about it, people. Think about it. Look at this stuff right here. Black olive oil. Like, I don't know any white folks that use that. Matter of fact, look at all this stuff up here that you see. Only people I see only African American people on these products, but yet they got a lock like it's in jail. Like, black products are in jail. Why? Because they think people are going to steal it. That is unfortunate to know that when you go to a place like this, you see this, and now people caught wind of this type of stuff. And now some of these stores are actually lowering the security measures because people got tired of it, because they felt like it was disrespectful. Oh yeah, shout out the Shakisha Sentai, Nick, code for nigga. Facts. They didn't want to say it. Because if the right one heard it, they would have been in trouble because somebody would have been throwing hands up in there. But yeah, so when I see this stuff, man, like I see this all the time. And like I said, this is definitely Walmart, but I guarantee you, if you go to a CVS or you go to a Walgreens and you see stuff like this, it will be secured. They need to stop that shit nationwide, man. Because for one, people are getting tired of feeling like, yo, whenever I come in the store, I'm going to steal black products. Nah. I've seen people steal stuff like this. Haven't seen, and anybody can still go into the store. Let's make that perfectly clear. So we are not notorious for stealing shit. Some people do, but I've seen other races steal stuff too. So are you going to lock up the White Rains and the VO5s? Are you going to lock those up? Are you going to knock up the stuff? What, I don't know what the hell they use, man. I mean, do they the jail? Yes. Are you going to lock stuff like that up for Asians and stuff like that? Like why? Why do you have to do that for us, though? We're not criminals. Every black person is not a criminal, and every black person should be treated equally, to the point to where if you feel like I'm going to be a positive thing to your business by taking my money, then treat me with respect at all times. In 2014, Macy's agreed to pay $650,000 settlement over claims it had racially profiled its customers. Now, a lot of people may be saying $650,000 ain't nothing to Macy's, but it's a loss. It's a loss because someone is being negligent. It's a loss because someone is being a bigot. It is a loss because they have to come out of pocket and pay that money. Only because they feel like certain people don't belong in some of their stores. If I was a business owner, the whole opportunity of being a business owner is to be successful. But the opportunity as a business owner is, number one, any customer that comes in your establishment, the customer is always right. A lot of these companies don't treat the customers right. A lot of companies see the customers as potential threats. A lot of these multi-billion-dollar companies have alternative motives. Now, it was a thing that I saw too. That was something that was disrespectful to me. I saw this. I don't think I have the photo, but when you guys know those mannequins. When you go into a store, you go in those mannequins. Now maybe I may be going on the reach for it, but I just thought about it, and it was on my promo. It was on my promo. As a matter of fact, it was on my promo, and I saw a mannequin, and it was a black mannequin, but yet it had a hoodie on, big hoodie. It didn't fit him right. I just looked at that and I was thinking, like, damn, like, why in the world would you put a big hoodie? Because, people think of thugs, they think people with big clothes, baggy clothes, whatever. Why would you put that on a black mannequin? It didn't dawn on me till I actually thought about it. And then when I realized, like, yo, that's some disrespectful stuff. It didn't really hit me to the point. It didn't hit me till I got home. And then I was like, well, and then like when I told people about it, they were like, man, it was just a mannequin, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that the perception of people that come into this world, the perception of African-American people, we don't know how to dress. We always wearing baggy clothes. Now the skinny jeans trend is taking over. Like, we already know that's taking over. Like, everybody's on skinny jeans, but you sagging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen stuff like that even in there. But, for me to go out on a limb and say that I thought that was kind of offensive to me, I don't go out looking like a thug. I don't want to perceive as looking as a thug. Because if I came into a store dressed like that, a lot of people going to be calling on the radio. Keep an eye on this one. Camera's going to be following me, even though I don't know it. And security is going to be up and down the aisles, follow me every damn where I go. So it's a lot of these things. A lot of these things are perceived to the point to where it may seem harmless to the other eye, but to a black person's eye, it's very offensive. You can't sit there and think that just because it's not happening to you, like, you could be, as a white person, you could be profiled too. Let's keep it real here, y'all. I'm not just making it a black thing. Like, white people, you can't be profiled too, though. You can't be profiled if you going somewhere and you look suspicious. You know what I'm saying? Prime example, Dylan Roof. For y'all know who Dylan Roof is. Dylan Roof was the convicted killer of the massacre in South Carolina. He went into a church. He went into a church of sanctuary, and for the fact that he went in there to commit his senseless and cowardly act, but yeah, he wasn't profiled. Never was profiled, but he went into a black establishment and they welcomed him with open arms because that's what people do. People don't see color as an opportunity for them to treat you wrong, but a lot of these stores see color as an opportunity of you being a threat. Dylan Roof went into that church and committed a senseless and violent act that killed over 9 people. If I'm correct, it was 8 or 9 people. Not one time did they close his door on him because he was white. Not one time did they treat him different because he was white. Not one time did they say you don't belong here, or they harassed him because of his color. They accepted him and it cost their lives. That's a prime example on what true values are and truly people with compassion and heart actually gave for. These people literally died because they cared about someone else that they thought was in need. These people died and gave their life because they felt compassionate to open their doors up for people that needed help. They opened their doors up because, to me, even though it was a church and it wasn't a business, they displayed the true meaning of customer service, even though they wasn't serving him anything. All these corporations that really institute those type of racial profiling, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Not only are you being successful by receiving all these profits and this money from people of my color and other colors as well, or other races, but you treat them differently than the so-called superior. I don't know what the so-called superior is no more. I don't know why people think that, just because you're white, you have special privileges. We've seen it all the time. Just because I'm black, do I have special privilege? Not even. Just because if I had a friend that's Hispanic, does he get special privileges? Not even. He's get treated with just as worse as I did, and Asians. So don't ever think that whenever I go in the store that my money is not good. My money's not counterfeit. My money is hard earned. Just as well as every other American here in this country that's different from a white race or a Caucasian race. I don't like saying white because that seems kind of derogatory. So I just say Caucasian. I got to keep it professional. But I just feel like, for some things that we go through all the time, some things that we display, we feel like we get railroaded on a lot of things. Like, I really don't understand the fact that why is this kid being followed? You know what I'm saying? When he's in the store, like that makes absolutely no sense. Do he look suspect because he got a hoodie on, or why is she being profiled because he probably thought she was stealing? Does that make it right? Or why do you have to have African American products locked up so you think nobody won't take them? This is sad, man. This is what's going on in America. But what are we doing about it? We're doing absolutely nothing because our other counterparts, it doesn't affect them. They're probably laughing at this. And if you are laughing at this, you can go and just do whatever with yourself. I don't want to be vulgar because I don't want to entertain stupidity and lower my standards because you're clearly lost in what's going on in this world today. Like the whole BS media is on full alert. You know what I'm saying? So I have, and don't get me wrong, man. I have white friends, and this is nothing against white friends. Sorry about the white rain photo, but I have white friends. But until you guys will never experience what black people go through on a consistent basis, day in, day out. Most of the time, man, some of y'all people just need to have that. Humble yourself and take a slice of that. Take full advantage of that because at the end of the day, when I go to a Walmart and I've seen this, and everybody, you know those when you go into when you go there, you go to a Walmart store, you see the camera and it start as soon as you walk in the house, say we're recording you right now. I know they do that for everybody, but like I said, some of these products over here, that everything that's in the left, if you guys look to the left side, everything that's on the left is African American products. Everything is on the right, it's open to the public. Like nobody can steal that shit. But everybody, we have to lock up this stuff because we feel like people out of the sin is going to steal. And like I said, the whole smash and grab situation made it worse for us because let's keep it real, people. Predominantly of them are black. I just saw it on the news today. You got groups of kids, 30, 40, 50 kids going into Louis Vuitton stores, Michael Kors stores, whatever, Gucci, whatever. Diamonds, getting diamonds, purses, all that stuff. All these kids, most of them are black. So I can't really, I want to play devil's advocate on this. I can't really be mad at, retailers for feeling a certain kind of way. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make it right, though. It doesn't make it right because all people are not that way. You shouldn't perceive all people as criminals. Because I know I'm not a criminal. I work hard for my money. I work hard to, buy some of the things that I like. But at the same time, my money is good, but my character is impeccable. So you need to take that into consideration and stop thinking that whenever a black man comes in your store, he has bad intent, because not all black men or women have bad intent on what they do when they go into your retail store. Just note for that. Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS kept multicultural hair care and beauty products like I showed you guys before. Let me go back to the pictures. These right here. This is what I'm talking about right here. Absolutely this. Okay? Stuff like that. Beauty products primarily sold to black women in locked displays at some stores as products commonly used by white customers are not. I'm going to say that again. Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS keep multicultural hair care and beauty products primarily sold to black women in locked displays at some stores as products commonly used by white customers are not. If you don't feel like that's disrespectful, man, what the hell are you doing, yo? Are you blind? Let me show. I'll show the photos again. White people products, black people products. Do you see the difference? Easily accessible. Have to call somebody with the keys. I shouldn't have to do that when I go into the store. Nobody should have to do that when they go into the store. My time is valuable. My time is valuable, and most importantly, when I go to the store, I want to be able to see what I can get. I want to be able to feel comfortable where I go into a store. I don't want to feel like I have to harass someone because in some way, shape, or form, this is right here. This is a form of harassment, people. Trust me, this is definitely a form of harassment. All that you see right there, those two photos are a form of harassment. 3. So again, people, if you think that you're not feeling the heat when you go out in these stores, like, trust me, you're always being watched. Surveillance is always being watched. You know what I'm saying? So, there was a skit, y'all, and I'm not trying to be funny with it, but it was kind of funny. But there was a skit. I don't know what show it was on. I know it was on something, but there was a skit. Whenever a black person walked into a store, you know what the chime would say? You know that little chime would say, doo, doo. They had a chime. They had a chime that said, nigga, when a black person came in. Yeah, it sounded like it was funny, but to me that was kind of fucked up. And I know people was laughing at that joint and they was like, oh my God, that was hilarious. But man, that was disrespectful, yo. That was so disrespectful, man. Like I said, I did laugh. I'm guilty. I did laugh because I thought it was funny. Even with some of the skits that come out today, man, like Dave Chappelle notorious for his skits, man. Dave Chappelle is a funny dude, but a lot of people thought some of Dave Chappelle's skits was borderline, like over the line sometime. And he had one skit where it was a family called the Nigger Family, and it was a group of white folks, and their last name was Nigger. So, but to make a long story short, some people use racism to build on their platforms. That's if they want to use that, but a lot of people don't find it funny. I found it funny because Dave Chappelle is a funny comedian, hands down. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. But some people took his stuff like he was actually going a little bit overboard, and even making a mockery of his own race. So when you feel like you go into these stores, yo, and I want y'all to do this. I want you to do me a favor. Let me put these stores up here again, because I know all 3 of these stores are located in your local area. So if you could do me a favor, man, when you get a chance, go to one of these stores and actually see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, some of these stores may not have that because now they caught wind of it, but go to some of these stores and see if they still have black products or multicultural hair products and beauty products still locked up. And then you know what you should do? You should go to the person that have the keys and say, "Excuse me, why is this stuff locked and why is this stuff not locked?" See what they say to you. They probably give you some lame excuse talking about we have been having a lot of thefts. And then if you want to inquire, well, you've been having a lot of thefts. Who has been stealing it? Just ask them that and see what they say, man. But like I said to you guys before, some advocates have pushed retailers to take proactive steps that make their stores and product lines more inclusive. What does that mean? You can't sit here and tell me that, regardless of, and now I get the electronics. I definitely get you definitely can't go wrong with the electronics. But for something that costs $5, you wouldn't have put that in a case just to lock it up for what? Some of these white products that I've seen that cost way more than some of these African-American products. But yet you're leaving them out in the open. Businesses should pay attention to how they treat Black Americans for other reasons. They are a huge customer base, and their influence in the marketplace is growing. Point blank, period. When you treat Black people like shit, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take their money and go elsewhere. And I've seen people do it. I've seen people take their money to Black-owned businesses. I've seen people that boycotted the Walmarts, the Walgreens, the CVSs, because of the fact that they feel like, if you're going to disrespect me, my money's not good for you. So I'm going to give my money to somebody who appreciates me and appreciate my culture. Can you blame them? You can't blame them, because for the simple fact, it's their fucking money. You can't blame someone. You cannot tell someone that, oh, you need to come to my store. How the hell are you going to tell me that I can go to your store when you don't even treat me with the respect because of the race that I am? Think about that. My money wasn't good for you to, no, my skin color is not good for you to respect me, but you want my dollar bill? Are you serious, people? Like, you really want me to give up my hard-earned money, and once I do give my hard-earned money, you want to look at me as I'm an outcast? Yeah, please do. Let them see it again. You can't do that. That's one thing you do not do. You definitely don't try to regulate somebody on telling them what they need to do with their own hard-earned dollar. The fact of the matter is, when I walked in that store, You should have treated me with the respect that someone else that came in the store right in front of me that was a different color. There's nothing wrong with that. We both are human beings. Treat me as a human being. That's straight up facts. I mean, it's to the point to where it's discouraging to know that. But like I said, this is not to be expected. This goes on day in, day out. People, open your eyes and wake up. Some people don't want you in certain places for a reason. It's not the fact that you can't afford it. It's not the fact that, the stuff is too expensive. Some people don't want you in a particular place because you're not of acceptance of them. I was looking at A Different World the other day. This is a prime example too. I want to give you guys an example. I was looking at that show, Different World, and there was an episode where Whitney and Freddie went into the store, and everybody know Whitney, bougie type, whatever. Freddie, the dingy chick with the curly hair and all that. But it was an episode where they went in the store, and there was a white lady at the counter, and Whitney asked to buy her dad a Rolex. The lady looked at her like, "Can you afford this?" She was like, "Yes, I can." She was like, "Well, can I see this one?" And it was one of the most expensive watches. The lady tried to give her something to where she felt like only she can afford. And she said, "No, I didn't want to see that. I want to see this one." Then the lady, which is white, gave her attitude and be like, "This is this type of amount. Can you really afford that?" Like, if somebody told me that at a store where I'm going into a store, guess what, man? It's on and popping. Because I know me. I'm going to go disrespectful with the quickness. No, you know what? I won't go disrespectful because that's not who I am. I do it the right way. I say, "Excuse me, can I see your manager?" I would speak to their manager in a way to where I'm going to be so sophisticated and so professional, he's going to want to fire him or her right on the spot. See, that's the problem right now. People don't feel like, we have the intelligence to speak legitimately with our mouths instead of reacting with our fists. This right here is the most powerful thing, not this right here or that right there. I can sit here and just literally dissect someone just with the words of being the better person. But that episode really made me look at it, and that was years ago. That was an episode. It was a very powerful episode too, by the way. Get a chance to go to YouTube and check it out. But the fact of the matter is, the lady at the end of the show, to make a long story short, the lady's manager told her, "I need to talk to you in my office right now." That had to be going on, not just once, not twice, not 3 times. It had to be going on a lot of damn times, only for someone of a different color to come in there and endure that type of disrespect. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I experienced some type of disrespect to myself. And like I said, Hollywood is starting to exploit the way that certain people are being treated. But for you people that are watching right now, man, like, open your eyes and see what the reality is. The reality is this: racism is real. Racial profiling is definitely real. Open yourself up. Open yourself up. Don't start supporting these businesses that don't want you to support them, but yet they want your money. Take your money elsewhere. Take your money to Black-owned businesses. Take your money. Matter of fact, it's not even have to be a Black-owned business. Take your money to somewhere where you're going to be appreciated. You can't appreciate someone if you're being racially biased just off the color of their skin. You can't appreciate someone just because they look different from another culture. You can't appreciate someone if you look at them as a threat when in all actuality they have the best intent of trying to make your business successful. Think about that for a while, man. Let that marinate into you, and let yourself think about the fact that this is what Black Americans go through on a consistent basis. Black Americans also screw younger than the rest of the Americans. About 54% of Black Americans are the age of 34 or younger, according to the Nielsen. She, which is one of the advocates for the This is one of the advocates for the story that I got this quote from. She said companies should pay attention to Black consumers for other reasons. Two, among them, she said, they tend to be early adapters of new products, whether a new food item or clothing line. And I quote this, young and older Black adults outpace the U.S. population in their use of apps and spend more time on smartphones and tablets than the total population using video, audio, and social media network. Basically, we use outlets to make businesses successful. We are a walking money bag. So why, if you feel like we're not capable of making money, why do other people see that we are money getters? We are money creators. We are walking money. They don't call us black gold for nothing. Think about it. African Americans in this study indicated that their experiences in the market are not free from racial stereotypes or discrimination. Stores and shops were placed where they ran the risk of encountering people who experienced consumer racial profiling, had described it as embarrassing, insulting, hurtful, and frightening. Let me read those. Let me read those again. Embarrassing, of course, it's embarrassing. You don't want to be racially profiled in front of a group of people, especially when you're not doing nothing. Insulting, oh, I feel definitely insulted because, for one, you're only doing this because of the color of my skin. Hurtful, it hurts to me to know that you will not do this to anyone else, but they had the capability of doing something that you thought I would do. And most importantly, it's very frightening. If that was a situation to where police was involved, we all know that if police were involved, you don't have an opportunity to defend yourself, because some police officers, not all, not coming for the police, but some police officers feel like, you know, it's shoot now, ask questions later. A lot of that has been happening. Even people in high-ranking spots in Hollywood experience the same type of racial discrimination or racial profiling. In 2001, Oprah Winfrey told Good Housekeeping magazine about how she and a Black companion were turned away from a store while white people are being allowed in, allegedly because she and her friend reminded the clerks of Black transsexuals who had early tried to rob it. Man, you got to be out your damn mind. Everybody in their right world know who Oprah Winfrey is. How the hell you gonna sit and tell me Oprah Winfrey looked like a tranny? Come on, bro. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If that wasn't racial profiling to the most degree, I don't understand it. But like I said, people, just because you're famous, if you're Black, you still can get profiled. Trust me, Oprah Winfrey proved that in 2001 because it happened to her. Oprah is one of the most powerful people in the world. And she still got a bad rep because of her skin color. So for people to own, like I said, man, the whole podcast is for the people that are not of my color. Please understand what we go through. We go through a lot as it is. We go through a lot just for being exactly what you are, a human being. But the only difference is we're only looked upon as someone that's considered a threat, someone that is considered dangerous, someone that is considered to be up to no good. And that is clearly not the case. Some people are like that, but all Black people are not like that. All Black men and women, and even kids, teenagers, that's a whole different podcast. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that on another show. But for the most part, we got to understand that certain things that transpire in America, even in the world itself, shouldn't be tolerated. If it doesn't affect you, you still should feel compassion to know that if you see a wrongful deed, say something about it. Don't turn the cheek just because it's not affecting you. Or don't feel like, you know what, they probably had it coming. Like, you can't do that. You can't say that. You can't say that. That is really being insensitive, not only to me, but that's being insensitive to a whole nother race. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't even say that. Like, if the shoe was on the other foot, let's lead like this for an example. If the shoe was on the other foot, if a white person was getting profiled by a Black group of people, I wouldn't justify that because that's still the same thing as a black person getting profiled by whites. At the end of the day, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right for anyone to do that. Whatever race you are, treat people as equal. Treat people that they deserve the utmost respect and honor the fact that everyone that comes into a retail store has the benefit and the best interest of making those retailers rich. That's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, do we make you rich on Black Friday? Even though I don't like that word, we make these retailers very rich. Trust me, I've seen people probably just using their whole stimulus check just to try to get a PS5. So take that in consideration, man, and make sure that, like I said, do your homework. Like I said, those stores that I presented to you guys tonight, the Walgreens, the CVS's, the did I say Walmart? Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS. Go in those stores and see if they still have black multicultural products and hair products. See if they still got it locked up. And just do me a favor and ask them why they're being locked up and see what they say. It might surprise you. It might surprise you. And ask them why is the other stuff accessible to everybody in the public, but this is not. That's my homework assignment for you guys. And I really want to get you guys a response. Send me what you, when you go and do that, send me your responses on Heavy Hitters page. And I will clearly, the next podcast, I will put those responses out so I can let people know that this is still ongoing. I feel like this is tough, man. I feel like this is something that we need to address. We need to still, get that bigotry out of the taste of American culture. But it's going to take everybody to come together and try to eradicate the hate and get rid of it once and for all. If you don't say nothing, it's going to continue happening. And a lot of people still going to get profiled. So use your voice to stop this senseless and straight bigotry that is amongst your fellow brethren. If you're an American, I'm American. We are together. We are one. Let's be treated as one. But most importantly, let's get treated as equal. And that's all I got to say on that particular topic. But guess what, y'all? Yes, I have a new segment of What the Fuck. Yes, I have to present this today. I know I haven't did it in a while, but I only have a couple of segments that I want to present on the What the Fuck segment. First of all, man, I'm a diehard wrestler fan. I love wrestling. I love the WWE. I love NWA back in the day. That was my shit. The Road Warriors, rest in peace to Animal and Hawk. But when you think of a wrestler, man, you think of somebody like with muscles, big swole dude, like Bill Goldberg, man. You see Bill Goldberg coming out with the smoke and all that. Can somebody please tell me what the fuck is this right here? This is Kofi Kingston. Does he any way, shape, or form look like Bill Goldberg? Bill Goldberg look he on some shit. Man, his traps is impeccable, man. Kofi Kingston, what in the hell happened to your chest? I saw this shit. I was like, Kofi Kingston, what the hell is going on, bro? You out here posing. You out here flexing. You don't even got no pectorials. It literally looked like somebody hit you inside your chest with a sledgehammer. Man, he got the body of a damn 10-year-old on this photo, man. Everybody else looking like they hit the gym serious. Man, Kofi Kingston, come on, bro. What the fuck? You a wrestler and you looking like that, man? I swear to God, yo, I saw that. I was like, yo, Kofi, man, we're gonna get on that bench though. But this picture right here, man, you don't even look, you can't even shake your pectorials, yo. Like for real, man. That's embarrassing, man. And then you're smiling about the shit. Kofi Kingston, go hit the damn gym, man. You need to get your shit together. Stop fucking with your braids, man. Get your pectorials impeccable. All right. You a WWE superstar, and your pecs out here looking like that. Now, my next segment, man, I got a segment for everyone. This is one from my true friend that I haven't heard from in a while. I know he's probably watching the show, but let's just take a look at this skit right here, shall we? Hold up, man. Let me play that shit one more time. Bro, where the hell are you at, Bird? The Bird, I haven't seen not one damn podcast in months. Bruh, I damn near wanted to put you on the milk carton, Bird. Do I need to go ahead and holler at these people right here, man, so I can find your podcast, Bird? Like, what the hell is going on? That shouldn't be Scooby-Doo, where are you? That should be Vincent Bird, where are you? You got to get your podcast back up, bro. Come on, man. The streets want to know. I miss your podcast, man. Your podcast was funny as hell. All right? You need to come back, man. Holler at your boy, man. Because I'm sick and tired of not seeing you, man. I'm missing you, bro. I'm missing you. But I'm going to play this one more video for your fans. All two of them. Hey, man. Hey, it's all love, though, Bird, man. Hey, whenever you come back on the show, I definitely got to get you on here, man. But, hey, shout out to all my people, man. Shout out to my man, Red Grant. Yo, Red Grant is running for D.C. mayor. Next year, make sure everybody that's in the DMV, preferably DC, make sure y'all get Red Grant in that seat, man. He's working hard. He's doing things for the community. And like I said, support him. Shout out to the whole people in North Carolina, man. I love y'all, man. That's where I'm from. You know, I got to put that flag up. Give me 1 second. I got to represent the flag, though. I got to represent the flag. You know what I'm saying? It's in the background, y'all. Don't worry about it. But definitely shout out to everybody. You know, holidays is coming up. Christmas is coming up in a couple weeks. Man, make sure you guys, if you're traveling, be safe. Make sure you get them kids some gifts. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, we all know that it's the holiday season. Just know that the holidays is just not about giving gifts, but the holidays is full of love. So if you know there's someone out there that you haven't talked to, first of all, I'd like to give a special shout out to my sister, Tasha Grady. Hey, look, sis, I know I ain't been over there in a while. I know I haven't been checking up on you. Your brother's coming over there. We're gonna go home. We're gonna ride out together. We gotta get home. We're gonna chop it up. But I want to give my sister a shout out, girl. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come see you when I get a chance. I know I've been working, I've been busy, but when I get a chance to come out there, I'm gonna come out there and scoop you up. We're gonna get something to eat. But just take the time out to go and appreciate your loved ones, man. Like, that's what the holidays is truly about. Like I said, it's not about, you know, giving gifts. It's about bonding. It's about love. It's about, you know, being part of something that a lot of people don't have today, and that's family. So again, shout out to all my family. Shout out to all my people in North Carolina. Shout out to my sister, Tasha Grady. Shout out to my brother, too, Ben Grady, with your crazy ass self. Shout out to my oldest sister, Shalanda Grady. She's doing big things at Jones Senior. I hear you, girl. I know you're there working that stand at the game. Keep doing your thing. Keep shining. Shout out to my special lady, Keisha. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. If I missed you, I love you. I shout out to everybody I can, but like I said, DC, get Red Grant up in that seat, man. It's time, man. 6 years is up. Mayor Bowser, you got to rise up because we got a new sheriff in town. He's going to be up in there. So definitely get out there and vote for Red in November next year, y'all. Like I said, I love you. Oh, also, too, shout out to Alicia Branch. Make sure y'all purchasing her stuff. Matter of fact, let me give her a promo right now. Shout out to you, girl. I told you I was going to do that to you. And like I said, my man, Red Grant, shout out to him too, y'all. If y'all don't know who Red Grant is, here he is right here. My man, Red Grant. That's a good dude right there, y'all. Special thanks to him. Like I said, everybody that I said on the show, man, shout out to y'all, man. Heavy Hitters has been a great show. I will see you guys tomorrow. I have a special guest tomorrow. Don't want to get the names up. It's going to be an entertaining show. It's going to be a fire show, something special. Let you guys chop it up. We're going to talk to him. Not going to give you his name yet because I want y'all to talk to him first. And if you like what you see, get at him on any social media outlet. He has it. He's going to present it for you guys tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow on Heavy Hitters at 7 o'clock. I will see you tomorrow at 7, next week at 7. on heavy hitters. H.E.H. I'll catch y'all later. Be easy. Stay safe. I love you. Peace out. Be good.